Hey guys, latest project here. I've got a bayonet for an M4 or an M16. My brother gave this to me for my AR-15. He had purchased this in the 80s when he was in the National Guard, and so we're going to try and get this thing polished up. I've done a little bit of work on it already. I've kind of shined this up a little bit. It was little rusty, but I used some navel jelly and then after the navel jelly some Brillo pad, and got this a little bit shinier. He says it never is totally shiny, but we knocked the rust off of it anyway. So got that part pretty well done. I'm going to take the hardware out of here and polish these up a little bit. And possibly straighten this out a little bit. I don't know if you can see that, but the end with the lug on it is a little bit bent. We'll see about that. It's definitely serviceable. This is not at all loose, so I don't even know if we need to do anything with that, but we may check that out. At any rate, the way this works is this end goes over the flash suppressor, and this attaches to the lug, which most AR-15s or M4s have. The only thing here is my AR is configured in such a way that the lug is further back on the barrel, so the barrel actually extends to about here, somewhere in this area. My brother said that on the M16, basically this rode over top the flash suppressor, and the flash suppressor only would have come out about this far, so you got all this area of bayonet sticking out beyond it. But we're gonna play around with that. We'll maybe show that in another video, but the main thing is we're getting this thing kind of polished up. Like I say, had some rust on here, got the majority of the rust off of here now, and got a little bit of polishing to do to get that in better shape. My real project is this scabbard, and the metal, I think this is aluminum right here. This part's in good shape. It's a little dirty. But the real challenge here is this webbing. And this is quite a bit deteriorated. Obviously some corrosion here. And the webbing itself is in need of repair. So what I'm going to do, I was going to take this into a shoe repair store and see if they could do some leather work. In fact, I did take it in, and they just were totally backlogged. So I asked the guy if I could buy the leather and the parts off of him, and I'd do it myself. So I paid $10, and I got some pieces of leather here, some pretty decent thickness, decent neutral color. He had a whole bunch of scraps over there, and I picked this because it was a decent color and it was thick. Not too thick, because what I'm going to do is double this over and basically replace this part with the leather. And the way this is set up, in addition to having a snap here to hold the bayonet in place, this would normally go like this. It's also got this opening in the back for a belt loop, and then at the very top there used to be a clip that would allow you to clip this to an Alice pack, or that standard configuration. What I'm going to do is I'm going to modernize this a little bit, if you will. What I'll do is I'll drill out these rivets, pull this off of here, and I've already cut the piece out that I'm going to use. I cut this out of here. What I did was I just put this ruler on here and traced around it and came up with this piece here. So I'm going to double it over in the back, and it's going to be a little bit larger than the original. It's going to extend a little bit higher. So we'll put this on like so, and I've got some assorted rivets and so forth. Let's see if I can show you that. And these are designed so that you can use, they have a special anvil device, a tiny little anvil and a punch, and what you do is you put one side on one side of the leather and the other piece on the other, and then you pound this down and it spreads out, the rivet spreads out, and then you end up with basically one side of a button, and this would be the other side of the snap. I'm not going to snap it right now because I don't want to play heck getting that out of there. But anyway, this is two sides of a snap, and the other parts are right here. Let's see if I've got all the pieces I need. Yeah, this would be one side of the snap, if you could see that, and that would be on the back. So basically I'm just going to replace this snap here. I'm going to try and salvage this end piece, and there's another one on the other side, these two, and I'm going to try and salvage these, clean them up, and put them on the ends of the leather. I have not cut that out yet, that part, but what I plan to do is get a piece of leather from this here and just take a strap, cut it out in that dimension, put a snap on one end, and what I'll have to do is put a rivet in the center as well, and then replace these two. So that's kind of the outline there. Again, I've cut this piece out. It cut really well with just some standard kitchen scissors. Didn't take much at all to cut right through that. So we have this part. We'll put the rivets on like that, and at some point what I believe I may put some stitching along here, but I'm not sure about that yet. I think, you know, obviously I want it to be open to put a belt through here, and it may be enough just to have the rivets on the bottom, and then I'm also going to have a rivet towards the top here, and I haven't decided whether I'm going to go through both layers or just go through the one layer for the strap. And I said before I'm going to cut out a piece of this for this strap here, but what I'll do is I'll do another video when I get all the pieces cut, and I'll just splice it in here so you guys can see the finished product. So talk to you in a bit.